Thank you. Welcome to the Calvin Dean Show. This is Calvin Dean. This is my official 2022 NFL mock draft. It's going to be a fun show. Man, got a lot to talk about. I'll do the first 32 takes. And we have some news in the NFL as well. So just go out and get some popcorn. Okay, put it on hold for a second. Go get some popcorn or get a beer, maybe whatever your fancy is, man, and enjoy the show. Yeah, we're here. We're back. Calvin Dean here, and I'm going to talk a little football first. What about the Kyler Murray thing? I do have a friend of mine. His good name is Mr. Marlon White, and that guy, he's a football nut, guys, a football nut. Fantasy, he's one of the best at fantasy football. And the last 2 years, he's been picking Kyler Murray. Well, I don't know about that. Kyler is in a bit of a trouble. He's on the last year of his contract, and this year he's set to make $5.5 million. Well, they had a deal, an extension deal on the board. His agent did. Now, his agent is the same agent as Cliff Kingsbury, the coach of the Arizona Cardinals. So what happened is that as soon as the Deshaun Watson deal fell, now this is a deal where you have to understand this. This guy hasn't played for over a year, right? And he got a $230 million fully guaranteed contract. Oh my. And then what about the contract with Matthew Stafford, the winning QB of the National Football League, right? The winning QB of the Super Bowl, the LA Rams, And let's give it out for the LA Rams. Congrats to LA Rams for the Super Bowl champions, that's for sure. What you have to understand is that Kyler's agent looked at all these new contracts, and then they pulled his off the deal. He pulled it off the table. The agent did. But there's some stuff going on in the background, and maybe it's noise or whatever for management so they can negotiate better with Kyler Murray or not. Yet I do have some inside information that one of the games last year, Kyler got off the field. He wasn't having the best game, and he handed the ball off to the second-string quarterback, all right? And he told him, well, go get him. Good luck. And he took his jersey off, and he walked off the field to the locker room before the game had ended. Wow. I mean, definitely, if I was the coach, I'd be going nuts. If I was the general manager, I'd be pissed off. And if I was the owner, I'd be furious. Because the owner, he is the money. He's the man who pays for everything. And to have a player disrespect the team that you own, your baby, all right? It's your baby. And for anyone to disrespect that is just, I call it, very, very rude, and, he's told the Arizona Cardinals, he, meaning Kyler Murray, told the Arizona Cardinals he would not come back and play for the $5.5 million. He would only play if there was an extension on the board. Well, if you looked at his stats, okay, I mean, it's like a Tua stats. They're not that good. The last year's stats, not that good, guys. Now, I know that D-Hop was out, injured, but just think about this year. You got Kirk is gone, right? One of their premier edge rushers gone, right? And D-Hop, waiting in the line, waiting for maybe an extension on his contract or maybe even a better one, because think about this. D-Hop's got to be scratching his head with all these massive contracts going on, and he's literally one of the best wideouts out there So, man, I mean, it's funny. That's the reason why when teams do sign you now, the Cheetah, right? He signed a 3-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, Tyreek Hill, and he is just in heaven because it's a 3-year deal for $120 million, right? $120 million in 3 years. So when the third year is up, he'll be looking at the going rate at that moment in time, because it's not a stretched out deal of like 5 or 6 years. Now, a lot of teams like to do the 5 or 6 years because of the salary cap issue, and they try to stretch the money out. And they're very finagling with all the assets and the money and how they pay the player and stuff that can actually make the payroll, you know what I mean? So you have to just realize all that's going on, right? Yet Kyler, he's been on Twitter, and there's some stuff that's been going on, and he's not budging. And I don't think the Arizona Cardinals are willing to negotiate with him at this moment in time, because he really hasn't proved much, to be honest. He just hasn't. I mean, the 21 season was terrible for him. And the year before, remember, he got hurt. Remember that? And then last year's, in 21, the game he played, oh my God, against the Rams, it was just, man, I can't believe it, It wasn't that good of a game. And, I mean, that interception in the end zone, he just was running out and he just threw the ball. Not trying to throw over everyone's head, just threw it away. Just casually, just interception, touchdown. The Rams killed him. Arizona could never even imagine coming back in that game. And he just looked just terrible, The Ram defense. I mean, now, mind you, we are talking about the Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles Rams, and, they were champions because there was a reason why they were champions, right? And it's because of their defense and their offense and everything put together. Just like in the Super Bowl, the last play of Aaron Donald, and he just went after the Cincinnati quarterback, Joe Burrow, and he twirled them around. Hey, the funny part was it was almost a completion. It was very, very close. It was a 4th down play. And then, the Rams got the ball and they kneeled on it and they won the game. Now, mind you, there was a touchdown there to Higgins that, it was clear offensive interference when he face masked Ramsey and he threw him down and caught the ball and then scored a touchdown, and the refs didn't call it. Wow. What a bonehead move on the refs that game, huh? Wow. I mean, it made the game close, 23-20, It wouldn't have been that close, guys. It just wouldn't have been, So, but you never know. But I don't think it would. I predicted the Rams would beat them. So that was a pretty easy game. I predicted 15 Super Bowls in a row. So hello, And the thing is that when you pick games with myself, I don't have a favorite team. I have favorite players, mind you, I do, but I don't have favorite teams. So it's easier to pick when you're not picking from the heart, when you don't love a team or love whatever. I don't really care. I really don't care about it, So I just pick games, and it's fun. It's a fun thing, and I'm pretty good at it. 75-80%, right? Anyway, the other news of the NFL, Deebo Samuel, Nikki's Niners. My friend Nikki, she writes in the show all the time, and I usually read her letters. She hasn't written in lately because I probably read one of her letters where she was explaining how she has a husband, and she bought him some shirts with the number 10 on it. She's a Jimmy G fan. And it's a cute thing. But we call the 49ers on the show Nikki's Niners. And that's my nickname. So if you hear Nikki's Niners, I'm talking about the San Francisco 49ers, of course. But we all have to call them Nikki's Niners on this show. So anyway, I just don't get the whole Jimmy G he's not on another team. I know he had some surgery, but it wasn't a really deep bad surgery, and the guy's going to come back, and it was just to clear out some stuff in his shoulder. So the thing is, what you have to realize is that look at the quarterbacks. This is how I look at it. Okay. Now, ask me what quarterback has brought their team to the divisional title 2 times in the last 4 years, and to a Super Bowl. Anyone? Well, I know Aaron Rodgers has brought his team to the divisional title, but he hasn't brought his team to the Super Bowl. And I could go on and on and on, couldn't I? Yeah, I sure could. I mean, it's Jimmy G. Period, guys. He has a 2-to-1 win ratio. He is. One thing I just didn't understand. Washington Commanders, you picked Carson Wentz over Jimmy G. Wow, man, come on, man. What is up with that pick? And I don't get it. And in Miami, well, you didn't get Deshaun Watson, so you're going to stick with Tua? You got to be kidding me. You're getting all these great players. Tyreek Hill, one of the best premier wide receivers on the market, and you get Tyreek Hill, and guess what? Guess what, people? You have Tua to throw to them. That I don't get that logic. I really don't look at. I'm sorry, Miami Dolphin fans. I know if you're there, it's not against your team. Not against your team, just against the management and the coach. And if I was the owner, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed because you have to think about it for a second. You're an owner, you're a billionaire. You have to be a billionaire because these teams are billions of dollars. That's what they're worth. And just sit there and see that you're making all these great moves, really good moves. And you have Tua as your quarterback. Man, oh man. I'm sorry. Tua, that's terrible. That's terrible. Anyway, when you have Jimmy G on the field, what would I do? Are you kidding me? The guy has an arm. He's going to get it out there. He's going to manage the game. He's going to do great. He's going to drop back, pass. Tua is this short guy who doesn't really run, and he has his okay arm. He's not big on the deep ball. I mean, come on. Look at the talent on that team, and the quarterback is not a deep ball thrower. Wow. It's time to reflect on reality, Miami Dolphins general manager and coach, reality, guys, come on, give me some reality. Tua's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. I hate to, it's nothing against the kid. I hope he proves me wrong, but he's not going to. He's not going to prove me wrong. He might have a better season because he has better thrower, but he's just it's going to be the same old with Miami. Same old. It's not going to happen, guys. Same with the Washington Commanders. Same with the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts take a losing quarterback for the last 3-4 years. Matt Ryan, who is 38 years old, right? I'm sorry, Matt, you're 36. You're 36. But anyway, I don't know. I just don't see that. And there's Jimmy G I still would pick Jimmy G over Matt Ryan. I would, if you put, okay, this is how I judge quarterbacks. Okay, Matt Ryan, Jimmy G. I pick Jimmy G. Better. Winning percentage is much better. Go to the Giants. Daniel Jones or Jimmy G? Jimmy G. Tua or Jimmy G? That's an easy one. Jimmy G. Carson Wentz. Yes, Carson Wentz, I said. I'm sorry. Carson Wentz. No, guys, stop. Yeah, I would pick Jimmy G. That's an easy pick. If I would pick him over Hurts of Philadelphia, I think about it. I would. You know what? I this might surprise everyone. I would pick Jimmy G over Dak Prescott. Yes, I would. I definitely would pick Jimmy G over Dak Prescott. Has Dak Prescott brought his team to the Super Bowl in the last 4 years? Yes or no? No. Has he brought them to the divisional title game? Yes or no? Answer me yes. It's a simple yes and no question. Look at the team that Dak Prescott has. Look at that team. Think about that. Look at the team that Dallas has and look at the team that San Francisco has. I see more superstars on Dallas than I do on San Francisco. San Francisco's good. Don't get me wrong. They're really well. It's a team it's a well-based team. Really, really, really good team, So that's how I look at it, and I just don't see, I would pull Jimmy G over Dak Prescott. That's the whole thing, guys. I would pull Jimmy G over Kirk Cousins on the Minnesota Vikings. I would put Jimmy G playing on the Jags. It's on and on. I wouldn't have him playing against, like Joe Burrow, okay? The GOAT, Tom Brady. Yeah, I'm taking Tom Brady. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers all day. But all the others, guys, it's a question mark for me. Deshaun Watson, Jimmy G. Well, Deshaun Watson's been out of it for a year. He's got some good talent, but you never know. Is he going to be suspended? Whatever. But still, stuff like that. I just don't see it, of course, Mahomes, I would pick Mahomes over him, of course. But that's an easy pick. But, and Haybear, I'd pick Haybear over him. But still, he's in the top 10. That's what I'm trying to get at. Jimmy G is definitely a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He teeters, there's Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. Of course, he's great. There's a lot of great quarterbacks out there. But I think Jimmy G is right in the top 10. So just to round all this up, this is all about smarts and, people picking the right players. And I just see him as a winner. And I think that it's proven. Scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. 2-1 and wins. And he manipulates. And if he hit that one post at the end of the Super Bowl in Kansas City, if he would have hit that, it would have been a different story for him. That would have been the game. They would have won. San Francisco would have won. So, just have to realize is that the opportunities out there for him, and I believe everyone's probably waiting for the draft to hit. I don't know why. I don't see any one of these guys coming out of football, of college. That's a Jimmy G. It just isn't, guys. It just isn't. You can, think of it all your, it's not. There's not one college player coming out of football that's better than a Jimmy G football player. Just isn't. You can, powder coat it, whatever sugar coat it, whatever you want to call it. But it's not happening. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. Anyway, hey, let's get down to it. Let's get to the 2022, ready? NFL mock draft. Yeah, let's get to it. Now we have the first team that is on the board. The first team on the board is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, Jacksonville Jaguars went 3-14, last year. Thank you, Urban Myers. Yeah, thank you, Urban Myers. Please sit down. Yes, and Jacksonville's on the board. Jacksonville, they're looking for defense. Excuse me. They're looking for defense, and there's a lot of people picking Aiden Hutchinson as the first pick of the NFL draft. I don't think that's the smart pick. I really don't. I see the best pick on the football draft. The kid is a defensive end. He weighs around 256 pounds. He runs the 40. Okay, 6'5", runs the 40 in 4.5. He's a defensive lineman end. Come on, guys. Yeah, the guy is a beast from Georgia. The first pick goes to Trayvon Walker from Georgia. I mean, it's an easy pick for me. It's an easy pick for me. The Lions, I think the Lions are the next pick. And certainly there's not really a quarterback in the draft that deserves to be number 2 in the 2020 draft. There just isn't. I pick it. You could talk to me to your blue in the face about that kid. And no, I'm sorry. The Lions aren't going to go that route. They already have a proven quarterback in Jared Goff. They really do. He's proven. He's brought his team to the playoffs, and he brought his team to the Super Bowl. That's what I call scoreboard. So why would you want to go out and get a whole helm quarterback that's, I mean, he's not like this massive, like a Kyler Murray, or he's not a Lamar Jackson, or or a Aaron Donald, not Aaron Donald, but Josh Allen from the Bills. He just isn't, and I just don't see that happening. So the next pick would be the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions pick, yes, they pick the kid from Michigan. Yes, Aiden Hutchinson. He's the defensive end for the Michigan Wolverines. They need an edge rusher. The Detroit Lions do. They really do. I think he's a showstopper. I really do. I think he's all that and then some. They're going to keep him in Michigan. Congratulations to the Lions. The Houston Texans are next in line. They're looking for some defense. Houston is. They have their quarterback, right? They announced it. That this kid from Stanford will be starting, and he's a good quarterback. I think they're in dire need of a defensive end. I think this is the first time in the history of the NFL draft that three defensive ends will be picked 1, 2, and 3. And Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon, my good friend Gigi, she lives up in Oregon, and she loves the Seattle Seahawks. And she had written in the show, and she said she's all over Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon. She thinks he's going to be picked really, really early, and I agree with her. So congratulations to the Houston Texans for picking up Kayvon Thibodeau. The next team to be on the board would be the New York Football Jets, or actually, it's not really the New York Football Jets. That's the New York Football Giants. But sometimes I like to put that football in there, Yeah. The Jets, they're looking for some from good talent. And I think there's this kid. He's an offensive tackle, and they really need to protect Wilson, the kid. I think they're going to go with Evan Neal from Alabama. He's this 360-pound lineman who's just wow. And I definitely think that the Jets are going to pick him up at number 4. So congratulations, New York Jets. The next pick on the board would be the New York Football Giants. The Giants, they're looking to shore up the defense. I think they're going to go with the kid out of Cincinnati, the cornerback, the best cornerback in the draft. And I really think that they're going to go with Ahmad Gardner from Cincinnati. Congratulations to the New York Football Giants. The next team on the block is the Carolina Panthers. Now, mind you, they have Sam Darnold, right? And he came in from USC, went to the New York Jets, and he got pummeled at the New York Jets because New York Jets aren't that good of a team. And let's just be honest. And, that didn't really work out too well. Now, their offense is off too because McCaffrey has been hurt almost every single year, So, that kind of has fizzled out. So they might be into a quarterback. I don't think they're going to pick up, everyone says Malik Willis. Malik Willis, 2,700 yards last season in college for Liberty and over 890 yards in rushing, right? So he's a short one too. He's not that tall, but I think I don't know. A lot of the scouts, they really like this kid. He has a powerful arm. He can make every throw. Easy arm strength to push the ball vertically. He can fire fastballs into tight windows. He's able to loft some of his touch passing. He's very impressive on a deep ball accuracy. He's quick. He can make plays right off script. He's dangerous, very dangerous. His mobility is just stout, Fast runner in an open field, difficult to sack, threat to hurt defenses on the ground. He's a competitor. He wants to be great. He's a leader too, and he was a great teammate. The Liberty teammates were talking about him. So I think the Carolina Panthers will be picking Mr. Malik Willis, quarterback of Liberty, for their number 6 pick. Number 7 pick, right back to the football Giants. It's not a good sign, guys, when you have a 5th and 7th pick of the first round. That means that you haven't been really doing well. You haven't been doing well. And the New York Football Giants, I think they're going to shore up their defense as well. I think they're going to go with the cornerback from LSU, Mr. Derek Stingley. I think he'll go to Jets. I think that's a good pickup for the New York Football Giants. Congratulations. The next pick goes to the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Atlanta Falcons they're going to go for a defensive end as well. The kid out of Florida State is just Jermaine Johnson. He's amazing. He's amazing, and I think definitely the Atlanta Falcons are going to grab him. He's a game stopper, So congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons. The 9th pick goes to the Seattle Seahawks. I think Seattle's going to keep defense, or not really, because they need to open some holes. It's going to be either defense or offense, right? But you have to think about it. You need to open some holes because what is Seattle? They're a run-first offense, right? And now they don't have Russell Wilson, so they're going to really need to do some running, And I really believe it's going to be Akeem Ekwano from the offensive tackle out of NC State. I think they're going to grab an offensive tackle. I don't think there's a kid out there for Seattle to bring in a quarterback. I just don't see that happening. I don't know. I think Drew Lock, they're going to give him a year, and they're going to see what's happening next year, because I don't really believe the actual quarterback is, all the quarterbacks that are in this draft that are that good. I just don't see that happening. The next pick would be the New York Jets again. Wow. Congratulations once again to the Seattle Seahawks. And the next pick would be the New York Jets, of course. Well, they're going to need some juice. Juice in the sense that I think they're going to pick the first wide receivers. What I think this wide receiver is the best out there in this class. He shines over everybody. He's just phenomenal. He can separate, and his route running is just impeccable. And I believe that Garrett Wilson from the Ohio State Buckeyes will be the 10th pick of the 2022 mock draft for Calvin Dean Show. And congratulations to the New York Jets. And the next pick would be the Washington Redskins. Well, they have Carson Wentz. Wow. Carson Wentz. He is the starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Wow. Yeah, I know. I don't get it. Well, they have Terry McLaurin at one position. Wentz will struggle to catch on to the Washington Commander offense, that's for sure, because he has a dynamic weapon in McLaurin. So why don't we just throw him another wideout from Alabama, huh? Jameson Williams, the wideout from Alabama. There's a lot of wideouts in this draft, and I think this kid can just fly. He'll try to help out. He's 6'2". He's an electric playmaker with a great. His burst of speed is like instant. It's like a Tesla, and he hurt his knee in the National Football Game championship game, but he could play at this point. He can definitely play at this point. He's a strong kid, and I fully believe that the Washington Commanders will pick Jameson Williams as the 11th pick for the 2022 NFL Draft. The 12th pick will be for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Minnesota Vikings they've done some house cleaning, new regime, new coaches. And they only signed Mr. Cousins to 1-year extension for like $36 million. So, it's now or never time for the Kirk Cousins show in Minnesota. They have such a great offense. They really do. Jefferson, Thielen, and they have they have all these weapons. They really do have all these weapons. And I think the Minnesota Vikings, one thing that was their nemesis, their defense was run over all the time. People are just passing, and they just can't stop any teams. Their defense can't. It's funny because Minnesota years ago, like in the 70s, they were, the purple people eaters. They were great. Their defense was just stout. But now it's just, and they still play against Aaron Rodgers. So I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to pick the cornerback from the Washington Huskies. Trent McDuffie will go in. Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings. Yep. Thirteenth pick is the Texans again. I think they're going to go with a wideout to help the kid from Stanford, their quarterback. And I think they're going to go with, I think the next wideout to go would be another kid from Ohio State. They just put him out there, don't they? And his name is Chris Olave, the wideout from Ohio State. He is sort of like a Brandon Cook, to Mills. Mills, the Stanford quarterback, Mills, I've been talking about. And I think Mills is a good quarterback. He did really good. Think about it. He did really good on a Houston Texan team, which, they were burning the barn down with all the, getting rid of people, and trying to, build their team up. So now they have Davis Mills as their quarterback this season. And I think that Chris Olave has some good size on him. He's 6'1", 185 pounds. Has really lightning speed, and he is a big playmaker, and he was a big playmaker at the end of 2019. So he showed his ability then, and I think that it would be a very, very good pick, either him or London. I'm not a big fan of Drake London, the wideout. He's another receiver that they could pick. He's more of when you need a touchdown, instead of going to the tight end, you can throw it up to Drake London. But he's not that. I just don't see him as a first-round pick. That's just me, guys. Sorry. So the 14th pick, well, congratulations once again to the Houston Texans. The next pick is my nephew's team. They're his. He wears purple to bed. Yeah. He wears purple everywhere. Yeah, Mark Kyler. Yeah, he's nuts. He face paints his face even in off season. He's that nutty, And his new wife got him a whole brand new set of underwear with ravens on it. Because she got him some other stuff, but he took it back and got the raven stuff. So Mark, sick puppy, but buddy, hang in there. We have the next pick, and they're going to need an O-line. They really do. They're going to need a defense as well. So I really think the Ravens really need a quarterback, a cornerback, excuse me, and I think they're going to pick corner. I really do think they're going to pick a corner. And I think the best solution for them would be Andrew Booth. Yes, Andrew Booth. He's Andrew Booth Jr., excuse me. He's out of Clemson. And I think this kid is a gamer. He played great in all the games that he had in college. He gave up 29 catches, 46 targets, and 312 yards in his first year as a starter at Clemson. Come on, man. Look what happened to Baltimore last year, right? They ran out of cornerbacks. They had all their whole defensive safeties, all the defense near the end, like the defensive corners, the safeties, they were all practice players near the end of the game. Hats off to Harbaugh. Really, Harbaugh, take a bow on that one. Really. What a great coach. What a great coach. To take that team so hurt, and even their first, second, and third string, the running backs were hurt. First, second, and third string, they were hurt. The defensive backfield, and they still made it to the playoffs. I just, wow. Hats off. Hats off to Harbaugh. Come on, man. That's just amazing. Hats off to him. And congratulations to the Baltimore Colts. The Baltimore Ravens. It used to be the Baltimore Colts. The Baltimore Ravens picking the Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson. Congratulations. The 15 picks goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Philadelphia is going to go O-line. I really do. I think there's this kid called, his name is Charles Cross from Mississippi State. This kid is just really, 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 really good. And however, Cross is definitely a force to be reckoned with. He has great feet, kid is really good. I fully believe they're going to pick Howard Cross, So the 16th pick would be the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for picking Howard Cross. The next pick would be the New Orleans Saints, like I just said. And I don't see them, they have the quarterback Winston. I don't think they see a quarterback out there. I'm thinking more if they are going to go quarterback, they're going to pick Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. I think he's the best quarterback out there. I really do. I think Desmond Ridder would be perfect to go on to New Orleans Saints. They have the new regime over there, and I think that would be a good thing. I don't know. Jameis Winston's a great backup. That's how I look at it, and I think they probably will go with a quarterback. I don't. It's an iffy. It's an iffy. They might want to shore up the defense, or maybe even go out and get a wideout. But they are the 16th pick, so I'm going to make my first long shot prediction. Long shot prediction would be on the 16th pick, the New Orleans Saints pick Desmond Ridder of the Cincinnati Bearcats, and congratulations to the New Orleans Saints. The next pick on the clock would be the Chargers. And the Chargers, I think they're going to pick I think they need a linebacker. I also think that they need a offensive lineman as well, because they need to open some holes. Because their offense is just relying on Mr. Hebert. They do need some defensive help. I think they're going to go with the linebacker, Devin Lloyd, the Utah State junior, 6'3", 237 pounds. A guy can fly as well. I think he would be a great asset to the Chargers. Congratulations to the Chargers. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe the Eagles, there's going to be a switcheroo there, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to get the next pick, which is the 18th pick. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go with wideout from Alabama. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, guys. Let me think about this one more second. Yeah, I think they're going to go with a wideout, but I think they're going to go with a bigger wideout this time. I think they need someone that has some height and some build to him. And there's this one kid out of Arkansas. His name is Treylon Burks. He's the wideout, 6'2", 225 pounds. Kid can fly, and I think they're going to pick him. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. The next pick is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think this kid's going to fall right in their lap. I think the Pickett from Pittsburgh is going to fall right into Pittsburgh's lap. He's going to be the new quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He'll be starting, and congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The next pick would be the New England Patriots. I think New England Patriots are, they're a team where they want to keep getting better and better and better, and they are always looking for a great, a great goal in life. And I think what they really need is some health in the safety, and I think they're going to pick Dak Hill out of Michigan, the junior. And congratulations to the New England Patriots. And the next pick goes to the Green Bay Packers. I think Green Bay, they need a wideout, right? They just do. Jadon Dotson from Penn State. I think it's a great pick for them. The kid can fly. He's big. And, he's sort of that Devontae Adams type. He's not going to be a Devontae Adams. I can guarantee you that. Not anytime soon. But I think he has that capability to definitely take over. I think he'll be most likely the number 1 or number 2 option. Look who else they have, really. Think about it. Jadon Dotson from Penn State would be the pick that the Green Bay Packers would pick. Congratulations. The next pick would be the Arizona Cardinals. I think Cardinals are definitely going to go O-line. I think there's this kid, Zion Johnson, from college, from Boston College. He's a senior. He's all that and then some. I think he's going to go to the Arizona Cardinals. Congratulations to the Arizona Cardinals. They need an O-line to help maybe Kyler Murray or maybe another quarterback, right? Congratulations to the Arizona Cardinals. And the next pick would be the Dallas Cowboys. I think Dallas is going to go O-line. There's a kid. You have to pick him. Tyler Linderbaum from Iowa. He's the center. I think that they really need someone to lead their offensive line, and I think this is the perfect kid. I think he's going to fall right into the lap of Dallas. Dallas is all about the O-line, and he is the best center to come out of college for a long time. And I believe Dallas will pick him up. The next, congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys. The next pick I have would be the Buffalo Bills. You know what, Buffalo? I think they're gonna get more weapons. They just re-signed Diggs to an extension, a $96 million extension, and you have Josh Allen's deal. And I think what they're missing is that explosiveness, like a Tyreek Hill, or maybe like a Deebo Samuel's type of runner. And there's a kid from Iowa State. I think they're going to go offense. I think this is going to be the first running back off the board. It's Breece Hall. Man, the kid is exciting out of Iowa State. Just exciting, very exciting. And that's who's going to go to the Buffalo Bills. Congratulations, Buffalo. And the next team on the block would be the Tennessee Titans. They're going to go O-line. They need the Derrick Henry thing. They just got Woods, the wide out from the Los Angeles Rams, and they have Brown, and then they have Derrick Henry. They have really good team. They're a really good team, guys. And he's... I think that they're going to go O-line. I really see Kenyon Green, Texas A&M kid, the O-line. Gene Green has interviewed well with many teams, and in the past few weeks, he has. I think they give him the edge because of his interviews, and he's definitely O-line ready for the NFL. That's for sure. The next team to get up is ready. The Tampa Bay Bucks. Wow. First off, congratulations to the Tennessee Titans. And now to Tampa Bay Bucks. Well, wow. What can you say about Tampa? How can we even help them out, right? They have the GOAT. There's not much out there other than just maybe, we can go to another wideout. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think they're going to go a defensive tackle because Dominant Sue and everyone's getting old, and I don't know if they re-signed him or not. They might have, but they need a defensive tackle. I'm going to go with the kid out of Georgia. He's a run stopper, Devontae Watt. And I think the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to go with a run stopper of Devontae Watt. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Yeah. Wow. What a pick. And the next pick would be the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Kansas City Chiefs have back-to-back jacks. They have back-to-back jacks. I think they're going to go with a D-line. a D-line, a cornerback. They need a cornerback or a safety, right? So first, I'm thinking they're going to go with Kyler Gordon out of Washington, the cornerback. That kid is just really, really good. I think that's their Achilles heel, is the Kansas City Chiefs, is their defense. So definitely the first pick, like I said, they're going back-to-back jacks, back-to-back picks. So, and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. We're coming right back at you. Oh yeah. Well, Kansas City, they have what it takes. Why? Because they have Patrick Mahomes, right? But you gotta think, what else could you get for the Kansas City Chiefs? Well, they lost a quarter, like the wideout of the century, right? Tyreek Hill, and by the time they get to this, I think all the great wideouts will be taken. I really believe they will be taken. So it's a hard call on this end. It's a really hard call. I'm thinking maybe safety, Nick Cross out of Maryland. That's what I'm thinking. And why not? Shore up the defense, get the corner and the safety, and just go for it, and have Patrick Mahomes have a fun time. And just it's congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. We're almost done. It's going 32 teams. Oh my God, So 31st pick would be the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati, there's a kid out of Tulsa. He's an O lineman, and I think he's really good. I think they need another O line. Tyler Smith out of Tulsa is going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. And the last pick, yes, we're done. The last pick goes to the Detroit Lions. Now, this is the pick. This is the pick that everyone's going to go scratch their heads and go, huh, really? Yeah. I think they're going to pick, this is where they're going to pick their quarterback. There's a kid out of Mississippi. Yeah, he's a quarterback out of Mississippi. Really great. I mean, he has fans all around the league. I mean, everyone is thinking, he could definitely be a great quarterback. And remember Lamar Jackson going late rounds. Remember that? I think Matt Corral out of Mississippi is going to the last pick of the first day of the NFL draft. And that's it, people. I'm done here. Thanks for tuning in to the Calvin Dean Show. See you tomorrow. The draft, not tomorrow, the 28th, Thursday. I'll see you in Vegas. Have a fun one. Thank you for tuning in to the Calvin Dean Show. Y'all have a great day.